how does major email providers handle third-party spam blacklists? What are its implications when talking about email deliverability? Hello. First of all, what are third-party blacklists? These are databases that flag IP addresses or domains associated with spams. Common one includes, and I'm gonna read that for you, Sorbs, UC Protect, and Barracuda. They are used to help email systems decide whether to accept or reject incoming messages. So, how do major email providers use these blacklists? We are mainly going to talk about Google, Microsoft, Yahoo, and AOL here. Let's go one by one. So first, Google Workspaces and Gmail. They primarily use machine learning and sender reputation systems. They rarely rely on external blacklists, except for blocking unauthorized IPs, using spam holes PBLs. Now, for Microsoft 365 and Outlook, these ones actively use spam holes, especially the Zen list, to block messages at the SMTP level. According to specialists, they do not rely on other public DNSPLs like Sorbs or UC Protect. Now, for Yahoo Mail and AOL, they heavily rely on spam holes for IP and domain blocking. We can see that they provide clear error messages referencing spam holes when a mail is blocked. So, knowing about all of this, what is the real-world deliverability impact? As we can gather, spam holes is the most influential blacklist across major email providers. Being listed on it can result in rejection or junk mail placement at Yahoo, Microsoft, and many corporate systems. Other blacklists like Sorbs or Barracuda have varied or limited impact, and this is heavily depending on the provider. And finally, what can you do if you're listed? First, you need to regularly monitor your IP and domain reputation with tools like Warmy.io. Then, if your messages are bouncing, analyze these messages and try to identify possible blacklist causes. You can also use Google Postmaster for reputation insights. Then, follow each blacklist's delisting procedure. Focus first on spam holes, as it's shown to be the most prevalent between major providers. And finally, never pay for delisting. Resolve root issues like spammy behavior and poor list hygiene. Warmy can also help with tools like the template checker, so you can check if your emails look like spam for email providers. And as bonus content, here are some tips on prevention best practices. First, use double opt-in and maintain a clean email list. Second, authenticate emails with SPF, DKIM, and DMARC. Third, warm up new IPs gradually with automatic tools like Warmy.io. 4. Avoid deceptive content and sudden spikes in sending. And 5. Monitor engagement and complaint rates closely.